Anunaki Message 0.0.1. Most people today feel that we all live in an important time of change or challenge. Some of you may follow the ongoing crisis in economy, whether in America or Europe, or even beginning now in Asia. And while these are important developments, the truth is that all these events are only fabricated by powerful human organizations. The sole purpose is to keep humans busy worrying about these matters of economy and politics. They want you to be worried and afraid and puzzled, because something else is hiding behind these events. It is said in a holy book of humans, "The truth shall set you free." In these days you hear a lot of things about aliens or reptoids or Anunnaki or the New World Order or 2012. And all these things are one. So I send you this message, so hopefully you see the real pattern in all this. For in a very profound way, the future of mankind lies in its own hand. Let me go back to history first. A very long time ago two very powerful races were at war with each other. One was the race of the Anunnaki, or dragons, and their enemy were the great demons, or Maskim. During that war, the Anunnaki reigned a far-away colony, Earth, and within it they altered a simple species into an advanced species, because the Anunnaki did that frequently. It was their idea of creativity, and it is rumored the Anunnaki hid some vital information or power within humans, as a sort of backhand plan against the Maskim demons. In the end, the Anunnaki won, and the Maskim were banished from this universe. Humans were never made as slaves, in the sense we think about that term. Early humans were slaves in the sense that their makers, the Anunnaki, were leading them towards some purpose. The Anunnaki were in early times split in two factions, the followers of stern and harsh Enlil and the rebels, or followers of the kind and benevolent Enki. In the face of adversity against the Maskim, they cooperated, but after the war, those two factions split and left the earth. The one thing both Anunnaki factions have in common is that both want to see humans develop on their own. They want to give them as much freedom as possible, at least for a certain time. The big difference is, the Elohim Anunnaki, the followers of Enlil, seek a stern and harsh order, a strong hierarchy of subjugation and control. And at some point the Elohim Anunnaki under Enlil decided to send agents to Earth. First and for a long time just to monitor humans. The other faction, the rebel Anunnaki, following the ideal of Enki, are much smaller and weaker, at the moment. That is why they must stay hidden. But when they found that the Elohim Anunnaki had begun to break the old peace and began to subvert the powerful among men, they too sent some of their own here. Now you ask, are the Anunnaki reptilian? No and yes. They are dragons. But they are not physical, three-dimensional beings like humans. They are not energy beings either. They are something between energy and matter, if you want. It is something hard to explain in three-dimensional words to three-dimensional beings. The Anunnaki, like the Maskim too, are not beings from other planets. They are not from Nibiru or any other planet, not in our solar system and not in our galaxy. They are not extraterrestrial, they are extra-dimensional. That is why the so-called UFOs do not come from outside the solar system of humans, for otherwise you would see them approach. They are not vessels in the sense a human would think of a spaceship. But since the elder races are all multidimensional, they can to a degree choose their shape. They can appear as something similar like humans. And that is how the Anunnaki were able to create a hybrid race, the Nephilim, but the Nephilim left the earth together with the Anunnaki. They remain a hybrid race of what you may call superhumans, humans of extraordinary health and power. But in our time and situation they are of no consequence for the humans of Earth. Now we have three factions, the Maskim, who are banished and wanted to see humanity destroyed. They are gone. The Elohim Anunnaki under Enlil, who want to see humanity join their powerful star empire, as soon as humanity is evolved enough. They are not evil, but they are not good either. You could see them as stern order, benevolent, as long as you follow their order, vengeful as soon as you don't follow them. And third, the rebel Anunaki under Inki, who want to see humanity evolve and be free on their own path, uninfluenced from the outside. But there is a fourth faction, the Ajigi. The Ajigi once were part of the Anunnaki Star Empire, and who are free, ever since the Anunnaki broke up in two factions. If you see them, you know them as the Greys or Grey Aliens. They are not evil or good, they are neutral scientists, if you want. Their aim is not fully known to me, and it will remain a matter to research, but let me assure that by nature they are not evil, but not good either, and they see humans just as humans would see animals. It is the Elohim Anunnaki who are in fact behind the movement you call New World Order. The Elohim Anunnaki want to see humanity united under one stern order, so it can join their star empire. That is not so much because humans are of any use to them, like as workforce. They don't need a workforce. It is more an ideological thing. These Elohim Anunnaki believe in the righteousness of their order, and want to manifest that order everywhere, in the same way a religious zealot wants to see his religion be the only religion. The rebel Anunnaki believe in freedom of choice and diversity. But due to their ideal, they are hesitant to intervene here. And that is the situation now. What you can do is, be aware. For the Anunnaki, both Elohim and rebel, cannot entirely force you down one path, authority or freedom, for the old pact binds them both to accept the free development of humanity. They have sworn this a long time ago, and that is why they cannot outright interfere without risking a gigantic, multidimensional war with the other races of the multiverse.